Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for SH Figuarts, and we have the Iron Man Mark 45. This is from the Avengers Age of the Ultron movie, and if you haven't watched it, you should. So basically, this is the armor that Tony Stark used on the later half of the show, or the movie. And basically, he starts out with 43 right here, and Hulkbuster, which is actually Mark 44, and finally get the 45. And I've been asked to do this review. I just haven't got around it. And it's one of those, if it's really popular and it's one of those figures I get later on, I tend to kind of put it aside. And I actually take priority on the ones I got that are, or the ones I get that are a little bit more obscure or a little different. Yep. But anyways, here we go. Here's the review. Here's the box art. One thing I like about this armor, it's more, how do I put this? It's more, it has a curve. And the underside of the chest kind of reminds me of the intakes on the car. And it has a sporty look on it. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I feel about on this particular design. And I like it. It's really streamlined. It looks really cool. So for this, I expect to be the same as the other ones, the other SH Figures Iron Man, and so far they're been great. I only had a few issues with them, but we'll see how it goes with this one. And let's take a look inside. Alright, comparison with the 43 and the 45, and as we can see here, the red is a lot more deep and darker. It's more rich. I don't know how do you call that, but it's a rich red color, and it's quite nice. And you know, compared to the 43 right here, definitely a lot more red, and the whites or the silver, it's more of a stripes, as you can see on the bottom side here. Yeah, it's a little bit more more streamlined, I guess that's the term. And the more I look at it, it's starting to look like if you ever watch Attack on Titans, it's kind of look like a Titan where the majority is red, then you have streaks of silver, kind of like the ligaments. Actually, it'd be interesting if there is an Attack on Titan Iron Man crossover thing. But anyways, yeah, really nice. These are 1/12 scale, 6-inch figures. I was asked that question, you know, how tall is that figure? Well, 6-inch. Anyways, but yeah. Alright, here we go for articulation. We have the neck here, and he can look side to side. Quite great. Look down, look up, and actually, if you pop this off, if you're curious, it's double jointed with that straight peg right there, and this one also is jointed on towards the torso. Yep. And the clearance on the back is actually fairly good. And it's one of those great figures that he can look up, especially for a flight pose. I mean, there is a little gap underneath there, but that's alright. I mean, you kind of need that. But I guess you could have made it a little bit more. But for the front view, you don't really see it as much. Yep. Moving on, we have the shoulder flaps right here. And this one is a little different from what I used to. Usually it's hinge here as well, so you can slide this down. This does not let you do that, but you can move the shoulder up. So it's more like a fixed pose right here, and it's actually great. It doesn't get in the way as you move this shoulder. And it's connected on the torso straight peg, and you have that little circular collar right there that kind of just wobbles and kind of fills the gap on certain areas. Yep. Yeah, bicep swivel here. And now we have the elbow bend. And this is something new for me. It's split in half. Usually that's fully covered. But this allows to fill that in when the elbow is straightened out. Oh, interesting design. And now you have the wrist joint. And I've seen from reviews that or from what I heard, people didn't really like this one. It kind of looks like the gloves, or some kind of mittens. It doesn't really bother me as much, but I guess it could have been better. But the whole rounded, streamlined design of Iron Man, probably that's why they have that particular design. I am not too fond of that the line or the edge here to be gold, where the knuckles are. Yeah. But then again, the whole color scheme, it's more of the red and gold as opposed to silver. Silver just a little bit. There is some nice details here as well on the forearm. I like it. Yep. Moving on, we have the torso here, and that's basically your swivel point if you want to lean or look to the left or right. Yep, there is no waist articulation. I don't think so. Nope. You do have a little bit of rocking back and forward, and maybe a little bit of side to side. Yep. And from the back, it's a little bit segmented right there. There we go. Now for the waist joint, your typical SH Figuarts where you can push this down, gives you a clearance to move this up, and as well as move this forward. And you kind of see that giant ball joint right there, as well as here, and this gives you that high swivel. Yep. This one is actually quite great. I don't know, because I was looking at my 4.3, and just the underneath, I kind of see the joints on the waist, but this one it's a little bit more covered. So they probably fixed that issue, the gapping, but yeah, something interesting to point out. Moving on, we also have, let me get this thing back here again, the knee bend. There we go. And that's actually great. It's full. I mean, there's a little gaps here and there, but it's a nice bend. Really great. I like that. Yep. That's fairly good. I like it. Moving on, we have the ankle here. It's really stiff. Same thing with the heel here. It's that fastened. And something that's different is this. You have this shin guards. It's attached to the toes on a hinge. So as you move this up, make sure you lift that up. Here we go. Yeah, interesting design. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for articulation. Fairly good articulation for the 45. Really nice. I like it. Accessory wise, let's go over the different hands and let's see what we got here. First one, you got the pose for their pulsar blast. Although there's not much in the middle. I thought that will be painted. They do give you individual padding, which is good. And you just get the regular hands here. Yeah, I kind of wish that's painted in the middle, but then again, I'm not too familiar with the armor design. Maybe that it's not. But it'll be cool if it has. Then you have another one where you have the peg connection for the effect parts. And let me demonstrate one of them. Let's go ahead and pop this out. There we go. Fairly easy to do, which is great. And this one is slightly angled. There we go. And let's go over the effect parts. Let's see here. I'm not sure it's this one here, the small one. Here we go. You do have another one, the longer one, but this is probably for when it's in flight mode. And why don't we do that too? So let's pop this out. Grab the hand. Where is that hand? Right here. And there we go. Swap this out here, or attach that. This I will swap with the longer one. There we go. And you do have, it comes in pairs, so that's great. Then you have one on the foot. Let's attach that also. So definitely you need some sort of base or stand on this one. You can get the Tamashii Stage Act. Those are great. I don't think the combination works for this because that one is not long enough. But yeah, get the Tamashii Stage Act 5 or 4. Those are great. And here we go. I got him in a flight mode. Unfortunately, I don't have a stand with me right now, but you're gonna get the idea. And yeah, this is actually great on flight mode. Or yeah, displaying him on flight mode. Really nice. I like the streamlined design. And there you have it. That's the Ironman Mark 45 review. Hope you guys like it. And this figure, in my opinion, is the best value in terms of the quality and articulation and how much you're paying for it. Figuarts just nails it. It's quite great and something I can really recommend to someone. And I think that's pretty much wraps up the review. And hopefully we get the Hulkbuster soon. I cannot wait for that one. I'm sure some of you can't either. But yeah, definitely that'll be a very interesting take on, you know, a bigger scale Figuarts. They already did the Hulk. You know, that's the next. Well, they could make other bigger ones as well. But anyways, that's about it. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. But that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.